Good morning.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm alright.
We're here again.
We're here again. Weather's better though, isn't it?
This time we are not alone.
Grant Fraser, how are you?
Cold.
Last time I saw you, or the video saw you, was
When it was warm,
On this bike?
on that bike,
Yeah,
doing a cyclocross race.
it was.
How did that actually go in the end?
Um,
There was about 4
I
million
cra-
people doing it.
I
You crashed? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I crashed. So pretty normal for me.
Pretty good, yeah.
Good for me, yeah. Yeah, so,
Wouldn't be cyclocross without a crash.
yeah.
Wasn't as bad as your crash last time?
No. So I raced the London League about 3 weeks ago. I crashed through a fence with my dick.
fair play.
Yes, you did.
It wasn't a very big
I
fence.
have a great...
You picture it.
Good morning, afternoon, morning. Welcome to today's video. It's a special edition of BikeFit Tuesdays, not even filmed on a Monday, filmed on a Sunday. Oh. Is it? I don't know.
Okay. Cool.
It doesn't have to be.
You've never been here?
I know it's
The
nice.
Dynamo.
Getting distracted by a dog again.
So we thought in today's episode we'd actually address a couple of questions that we had in the last BikeFit Tuesdays. Full version of BikeFit Tuesdays will be filmed tomorrow. In the meantime,
Trying to find my list. I've been compiling a list of questions that people have been sending me.
It's very organised.
Well, no. I had a guy from, I think it's Melbourne, who's been emailing me. And he took the time to send me an email, so
Let's answer it.
well, let's answer it. Can't find it at the moment though.
Go on, find your stuff.
Shit, I just closed it.
Right, too noisy in there, so we've come out here.
It was! We're having a little chat.
We are having a little chat.
Quite a little
What do you
chat.
want to chat about?
We were going to chat about the. So I got this email. Got this email from a viewer in Melbourne, who was just. It brought up a good idea about the myths of bike fit, and it it got me thinking about a client. It sort of tied in quite well with a client that I had come up from the south coast yesterday. About people who have failed by like a systematised approach in bike fitting. I mean, this guy came in with real issues with his saddle. He was having a lot of foot problems, and his saddle was 20 mil too high. I mean, I just sort of, and this is because the fitter, using the expression fitter lightly, seemingly had just spent the entire time looking at his motion capture system, which is all very well and good. It's an incredibly accurate product for collecting data, but it's kind of only as good as the person using it. And yeah, ultimately, this guy just been failed by the whole approach, and he never. He felt so failed by it. He didn't even want to go back to this bike fitter. The things I'm trying to get across, or I want to try and get across to people, is to not judge a bike fitter by the technology that they use. Technology has got nothing to do with it. I mean, just because someone's got a pressure mapping system or a motion capture system doesn't make them a good bike fitter. There's a lot of monkeys out there that haven't got a clue of what they're doing. They've got a lot of really expensive equipment, and unfortunately that sells bike fits. I have people that come to me because I've got a pressure mapping system for the saddle. I don't need a pressure mapping system for the saddle in order to understand how a rider's feeling on their bike. This guy in Melbourne called it bike fit bullshit. It's exhausting, and I feel like I'm just sort of like repeating myself all the time. But
You are.
yeah, there's just no substitute for having a little bit of experience and engaging with people. You know, I think we referenced on it last week about how to become, when we were talking about how you become a bike fitter, and I was talking about, you know, go and do a whole load of different courses so you don't adhere to just one system, because like I say, one system is one person's opinion. So Mark Baird asked a question from last week, and unfortunately I'm going to answer his question with a question. So the question is, I've recently had a bike fit, developed a hot split under my left foot. Cleats are all the way back and I feel pretty good on the bike in general. Done 5,000 miles this year, so confused as to why this has developed. Any ideas? So my question is, what's been done to your feet? Is there any arch support in the shoe? Did you change the shoe? Is there any wedging in place? What shoes are you using as well? Actually, there are quite a lot of variables involved there. So I think,
would it be a good shout for him to, if he doesn't have arch support, buy a G8 and play with it, because you can adjust them?
Yeah, I guess
no brainer, right?
The other hotspot, the other thing is, depends on where the hotspot is as well. But yeah, G8's a great product. I use it a lot, as we know. So that might help. So another question is from Thomas Allen. I've been told by both my bike fitter and my continental racing podiatrist that I would benefit from a longer reach or a bike with a longer top tube. I'm new to cycling and therefore not too knowledgeable, but could I play around with stem lengths and get the same or similar outcome? So I guess my attitude to that is, why? Why do they feel as though it should be longer? I mean, there are complications to be had from having a reach that's too short. If the handlebars are too close, you tend to get cramped up, but you end up with quite a lot of pressure on your hands. But I think again, it sort of goes back to my point last week: is that I'm not opposed to long stems and long positions, as long as they work for the individual. I have issues with it just being done because of somebody's opinion, or because of some sort of trend, or to make the biker look a certain way for when you put it up against a wall on Instagram.
So the question is, why are they suggesting longer?
Exactly. My answer is, why is that being suggested? Yes, you can experiment with a longer stem, you can try it, but I guess if you're comfortable, why change it? If you're not having any issues, don't change it. So that's really my approach. My
attitude. Ain't broken.
If it ain't broken, don't fix it.
One day, James, we're going to do a proper bike ride that lasts longer than an hour. Where? Tomorrow. Because it's going to be dry.
It's going to be sunny tomorrow.
It's going to be dry and sunny.
It's going to be freezing, but we talked some shit. I'm going to go and do some park laps, I think. Or should I just go to the pub? Should we go to the pub? Yeah. This sucks. All right, come on.
I mean, to be fair, I was just on the phone to Chris, and he was going to the park to do intervals, and even he has turned around and gone home.
The walrus relishes this type of weather, surely.
Yeah, he's waterproof, isn't he?
Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed the bonus version of Bike Fit Tuesdays, filmed on a Monday, filmed on a Sunday.
But this time it was on a Sunday.
Catch you guys in a bit. By the way, you're looking very on brand today.
Oh, this old thing?
What do you want to show me?
I don't want to show you anything. I just want you to do some slow-mo cool pictures for Trev.
Okay.
No?
I can plug Trev.
I've got my mud guards on now.
Okay, you're good. It's a good bike.
I've got my mud guards on.
Autumn Frameworks.
Autumn Frameworks, look them up.
Shameless plug.
Shameless, absolutely shameless. Makes a nice bicycle frame.
It's cold now, shall we go?
Yeah, absolutely.